Welcome back. I'm your host, Darnell Jackson. In this crypto report, we're going to be talking about Cardano. But first, make sure you subscribe to your favorite channel on YouTube, Darnell Jackson Crypto. Shout out to all the subscribers. Okay, I want to jump over to some articles. I'm talking about Cardano. I posted the image comparing Cardano to Sha'Carri Richardson. So let me jump right up to Sha'Carri, because if you're a crypto person, you may not know who this even is. Sha'Carri Richardson is the big, promoted, endorsed track star who got smoked recently. She ended up testing positive. She couldn't go to the Olympics. She started talking trash, saying that she was the best. So they had this race after the Olympics where she had a chance to meet the girls who actually won the Olympics. And the results, they just speak for themselves. Let's take a look here. Now, Sha'Carri Richardson is Cardano in this race. Check this out. Fair use.
Women's 100.
All right, so you see,
Fraser Price, Thompson,
she's back here.
Richardson being left behind, and out in front, the Olympic champion does it again.
Smoke.
10.5.
I want to raise some points to you right now. I want you to understand a couple things. After she got smoked, she started talking a bunch of trash and really embarrassed herself. All right, she finished 9th. And this is what I'm saying about Cardano. She brought a bunch of attention to track only to finish last. Isn't this what Cardano just did? Didn't Cardano just bring a bunch of attention to smart contracts only to flop like a fish out of the water? Stop me when I'm wrong. And then let's see, I think Cardano will have more class than Sha'Carri did. After the race, she was actually talking a bunch of trash. She says that she's not done and don't count her out. But I'm here to tell you, it's not about counting her out. It's about the girls that beat her. How can you count them out? And this is my same point with Cardano. It's not about what Cardano can do anymore. Now it's about what these other platforms that beat Cardano on Alonzo Day, it's about what they can do, isn't it? Also, I want you to explain to me, when will these girls that are faster than Sha'Carri, when are they going to start being slower than her? When is that going to happen? What day is it that they get slow and she gets fast? Are they going to just stop training? Is that what you guys are saying? Same thing with these other smart contract platforms. They beat Cardano to having functional smart contracts. So what makes you think somehow Cardano is going to beat them at something they're already doing? So I really want you to adjust your view on Cardano, okay? And then after the race, she embarrasses herself, starts talking trash. So we'll see if the Cardano fans start talking trash. But I'm here to tell you, I'm really pessimistic right now on Cardano. I want you to see some of the articles of how Cardano was promoted, and a lot of people invested big. Now me, I took some free Cardano coins. I did trade in Cardano earlier, and I sold and jumped over to Polkadot and made some money over there. And then I got caught up with the crash. So, but this is what they were telling us to do. Let's just take a look at what they were saying. In June, they were telling us on NASDAQ.com, the big fancy website. What happened right there? Big fancy. Hold on a second. Nasdaq.com, right? You can see, go full screen. You can see it up there at the top, talking about why Cardano could be an Ethereum killer, right? This is in June, hyping you up, right? Getting you to believe. Now, how you gonna kill Ethereum and you don't even have functional smart contracts? They're not even functional. They're still theoretical. They're not actually running and making anybody any money. And so we just all believed it. Here's another article from US News, trying to seem as if it's objective, but really persuading you in the direction to buy Cardano, asking you, should you invest in Cardano, and then proceeding to sell you on why you should. It's explaining to you what Cardano is. Doesn't tell you that Cardano is not functional. It tells you, what does it say? It says Cardano has been quite successful. Has it been successful in terms of functionality? The big edge for Cardano is its claim for energy efficiency. Well, no, actually the big claim for Cardano was smart contracts. That was actually the big claim. Notice how you're being persuaded. So remember this when you see this behavior for future coins. They talk about Ethereum's advantages, which in my opinion makes you see Cardano as comparable to makes Ethereum and Cardano seem to be comparable. They're not. Then they give you instructions on how to invest in Cardano. Wow. So if the question is should you invest, why would they be telling you how to invest? Pretty persuasive. So here are the things that were being done. And the results, well, I'll show you here in a second, are self-explanatory. And so here's another smaller article. Cardano's 88 cryptocurrency is the third largest by market cap behind Bitcoin and Ethereum. It has surged more than 1,000% in 2021. Just talking about how the price has performed. But what about the technology? So they just project that the price performance has some type of indication for how the smart contracts will go. Well, hey, the coin's been performing well, so the smart contracts will perform well. No. And see, here's Charles. Smart contracts and beyond. They explain it. Hey, smart contracts are small pieces of code stored on a blockchain that execute automatically when certain conditions are met. Makes it very simple. Smart contracts bring in DeFi, NFTs, and gaming. Plutus is the programming language used for Cardano smart contract development. It's already being deployed on Cardano's testnet. Really? See how they're selling you. But let's take a look at what Cardano, since its performance is all about what its coin does, right? How well did it perform, right? Let's take a look at this. This is the performance that we have seen from Cardano in the last week. From $2.88, it plunged down to $2. And it's been riding a wave down in the 230s, 235, 240 range. And this is the best thing that Cardano has, is its price. You can see I got a little bit of Cardano because I got it for free. And I'll probably end up swapping out of it because of the points that I'm making in this report. I even mentioned when I got the 88 that I would be looking to swap out of it. So let me explain here in my tweets why this is terrible news for the Cardano fans. A couple points I want to bring to your attention. Here's Cardano coming in last. Solana and Cosmos blowing Cardano away. Here's a couple things that I want to bring to your attention that I tweeted here. Number one, why didn't Cardano launch with pre-built apps that demonstrate and show off functionality, right? This is an easy thing Cardano could have done. Just like Microsoft when it launched Visual Basic or any platform for programming, they launch with pre-built in example applications. Even if they're very simple, it could have, like Cardano could have launched an app that basically just allowed you to browse prices of its ecosystem apps. Just something that allows you to see, hey, this thing can read and write to the blockchain. Anything, but no, we get nothing but another promise from Charles about what it can do. The market did not buy that. Another takeaway. This is another point that I made here. I made about 4 points. Another takeaway from this is that your favorite crypto influencer has no clue about what they're talking about. And this Cardano flop proves it. Go back and look at your favorite YouTuber, your favorite crypto YouTuber, or your favorite crypto influencer and see what they were predicting about Cardano. Did they say it was going to be a flop like it turned out to be? Or did they say Cardano's going to the moon? If they said Cardano's going to the moon, the good thing that Cardano did was help you identify the influencers that don't know what they're talking about. So this is one good takeaway from this debacle. What did we learn? We learned the market wants diversity in smart contracts, not centralization. The big mistake that Cardano made was to bring attention to smart contract platforms while not being able to offer functional smart contracts. Let me say that again. The biggest mistake that Cardano made was bringing attention to smart contract platforms while not having a functional smart contract. Why? Because human beings are creatures of habit. So now you've brought a lot of attention over to smart contracts. People have realized, you know what? Smart contracts are pretty important. And they look up and they're building their smart contracts now with your competitors. And these competitors collectively are competing to do what they said you were going to do, which is kill Ethereum. And that's what I said in this tweet here was, it's about diversity, not centralization. The market doesn't want one source for smart contracts. The market wants many different solutions for smart contracts, which makes sense because the market has many different needs. So it doesn't want one specific technology to deliver all of its smart contracts. And I compared this to DeFi. We found that there was not one DeFi source that has the bulk of the market. It's actually been distributed. This means there won't be a single Ethereum killer. It will be a gang. So here are, and I said these are the suspects pictured below. So here are the other smart contract platforms that disrespectfully blew up on the Alonzo contract day. Okay? And that goes back to my Sha'Carri Richardson example. I'll get to that next. But these are some of the suspects that blew up and are still on fire right now. Harmony even snuck in there in the end. All right? Okay. And so here's another point I made. And this really, I want you guys to really take away this point. If Cardano couldn't beat these other smart contract platforms today, what makes you think it's going to beat them tomorrow? Why do you think that? Cardano couldn't figure out a way to get its smart contracts working with billions. I mean, Cardano was almost up to $100 billion in its cap rate, or in its total value, right? And even with all of that money, it still got smoked when it came to delivering smart contract platforms. So if it couldn't beat them with all of that money, how is it going to beat them now? And these other contracts have a lot more money than they used to have, because they blew up during the Cardano launch. So now many of these other platforms have doubled and hit all-time highs, such as Luna, such as Solana, such as Avalanche, right? All of these competitors. Let me jump over to that right now. And you're seeing all of these other coins, all of these other smart contract platforms. Let's go to the smart contract platforms. Polkadot, Terra, Avalanche, Tron, VeChain, Cosmos, Algorand, Tezos, Elrond. And you see EOS at the bottom. Is that who Cardano is? Is Cardano the 2021 EOS? EOS is that platform from the old era that never quite got there. EOS is just been a disappointment, and no one believes in EOS anymore. Is this the future of Cardano? Remember, crypto is about not trusting, not believing. It's about verification and confirmation, right? It's about transparency, right? So my point here is that these platforms that outperform Cardano today, they're going to outperform Cardano tomorrow. They're going to get better and better and better. And they're going to get better at a faster rate because they've been better up to this rate. So I hate to say it, I got to predict nothing but negativity for the future of Cardano. I actually would just go ahead and say, I think Cardano will be the EOS of this 2021 crypto market. I think it's going to slowly fade into the background, and you're going to see the big dogs step up like Solana, Polkadot, Terra, Avalanche, and Cosmos, Tezos, Elrond, all of these platforms that have functional smart contracts with actual apps on them that are actually making people money. I predict these guys are gonna, it's not about killing Ethereum. It's about who's going to be in the top 5. And I don't see Cardano being there, not for smart contracts. At this point in time, what I want to do is thank you for liking this video. If you didn't like this video, make sure you check out all my other videos. I got daily crypto takes, and I'm sure you're going to like one of them. Keep watching videos until you find one you like. I'm talking about all kinds of crypto stuff on here. If you watch all the videos and you don't like any of them, make sure you share every video you watched with somebody who will. Until tomorrow, peace.